doesn't scare him away, it brings him to the top, where I can spear him.
Oh, I'll spear you.
It's Sunday Morning on CBS. And here again is Jane Pauley.
Brooke Shields was just 14 years old when she starred in the film The Blue Lagoon. She's been in front of a camera nearly all her life. And with a milestone birthday on the horizon, she tells Faith Salie why she's inspired to write her own script.
You know, my kids will be like, oh, it's Golden Globe night. Get the bottle of wine for Mom. You know, get the tequila.
This is the first time I've ever won anything as an actor.
Last Sunday, Demi Moore accepted her first major acting award at the Golden Globes. Watching from home was Brooke Shields.
It's so interesting, these award shows, right? They can be torturous if you sit there and you go like, why am I not valid enough to get that, do that, whatever.
You felt
and
that.
I felt it my entire life.
And all the other men like me. Don't you like me?
It can be surprising to hear that a veteran actress like Shields yearns for acceptance. Turns out she's totally human.
I was listening to Demi. We weren't the ones that ever got awards. Like, no. I got People's Choice Awards. Like, the people loved me, you know, and
so you get the People's Choice Award, but you wanted the Emmy, the Oscar?
You just wanted, like, to be part of the group, the cool kids. That's where the little insecure girl comes out.
At this point in her career of 6 decades, the comedian has earned the right to laugh at herself.
Whoa!
Whoa! Hey!
Oh!
How old are you?
I am 59.
And how old do you feel?
I feel 38. I definitely feel a youthfulness that I didn't feel in my younger years.
She started modeling while wearing diapers. Later, she turned heads wearing Calvin Klein jeans.
You want to know what comes between me and my Calvins? Nothing.
Shields was expected to sell products and say her lines, all while looking gorgeous. She delivered.
It was a once-in-a-lifetime thing, David.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only.
But as she approaches 60, she's found a cultural script she's powerfully rejecting.
What kind of story do you think our society tells women about aging?
By the time you get to 50, they've just completely, written you off. You're
done.
You are out to pasture. Society says, oh, if you're not the hot 20-something at the bar, you're an old lady. There's this whole demo in the middle that gets just they just overlooked.
It's those overlooked women for whom Shields has written her 4th book.
Brooke Shields is not allowed to get old. Who says that?
When you are someone that has been noted for looking a certain way, by virtue of just growing older, you become a disappointment in a way. I've watched people get sort of personally affronted that I dare to be 60.
And what do you say to them?
I just sort of feel bad for them. I'm a part of the problem because I was that symbol, maybe unwittingly, but I didn't set out to do that.
Nearly 44 years after being named the face of a decade, Shields hopes to be a voice for her generation, empowering women by sharing her personal and, at times, vulnerable experiences.
You say you know this will make headlines, and you reveal this story in which a doctor performed a surgery on you that you did not consent to.
No.
What happened?
I was asked by my gynecologist if I experienced discomfort, and I said yes.
In the late 2000s, Shields went to a surgeon to help reduce some labia discomfort. But after the operation, she says she found out he performed an extra procedure, an unwanted vaginal rejuvenation.
He literally looked at me and said, I tightened you up a bit. And I was like, what? He just sort of was like boasting that he threw in a little bonus for me. And I was in such shock that I became numb. I didn't even know what to do.
What did you say?
I didn't say it. I didn't say a thing. Because it sounded like he wanted me to thank him.
So you didn't say anything then?
I didn't say anything then, and this is the first time I've said anything.
That so-called bonus surgery has had lasting side effects. The actress and model says sex can be painful.
I feel outrage, and I'm not you.
And this was, a long time ago. We didn't know what we could fight or complain. And to be honest, I finally had a life and kids. And it was like, dear God, I don't want that kind of attention.
And why are you saying something now?
Because I have daughters, and there's no shame around it. And the more we have those conversations with them, conversations I never had, the more progress I think we will have as women.
Can we expect you back?
I would love it.
Shields is looking to make progress in other ways, too. In May, she was elected president of Actors Equity Association, the union representing 51,000 actors and stage managers around the country.
Everyone on with the party. Exit laughing.
As a 5-time Broadway star, she felt a responsibility to give back to a community that's embraced her. She's already taken her fight to Washington for more funding and to change tax policy.
How's it been going so far?
It's been a learning curve. Trial by fire. I have never gone on the Hill and met with congressmen and senators, and producers need to take care of the people that bleed for them on a daily basis.
Besides a union boss, Shields is now a CEO.
First up is Commence 2-in-1 Instant Shampoo.
She's founded the beauty brand Commence after hearing concerns from aging women about their hair.
They have felt overlooked, and that's just the truth. They're not being marketed to.
What has been the hardest part of being a CEO?
Money raising, keeping the money flowing, because you have to put it right back into the company. And nobody's getting salaries yet, so at least I'm not.
Don't ask Brooke Shields if she's ready to slow down. Age has wrought wisdom, and she's just getting started.
Going to be 60 years old. I'm still here. I feel like I'm at the beginning of a new, really exciting stage. The more confident you get, isn't it interesting, the more opportunity you get. And yet you couldn't have arrived at said confidence without going through all the time to get here.